Have we heard of a comedian that came to LA and in his first year in LA, he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person.
Y'all, things are getting messy in Hollywood. We've heard rumors, we've seen the drama, but this latest tea about Tiffany Haddish, Diddy, and Kevin Hart, it's gonna blow your mind. Buckle up because the streets are talking, and the truth is uglier than we ever imagined. Let's get into it. Okay, so y'all know how we've been hearing the whispers about Tiffany Haddish being tied up in some shady Hollywood business, right? Well, it turns out things are way worse than we thought. Tiffany, Kevin Hart, and Diddy are all in the mix of some serious allegations, and if the streets are to be believed, there's no way Tiffany is walking away from this one without getting burned. The receipts are coming in hot, and we've got everything you need to know. So, rumor has it that Tiffany Haddish wasn't just attending Diddy's infamous Hollywood parties. Girl, she was one of his freak-off girls. Yeah, you heard that right. Apparently, Diddy has been throwing these wild parties for years, and Tiffany's name is all over them. And get this, Kevin Hart, one of her closest industry friends, is being accused of pimping her out to his powerful Hollywood buddies. Y'all, this is some next-level mess. Now, before you think these are just wild claims with no basis, let's rewind a bit. Cat Williams has been dropping hints about this for years. He's been calling out Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish as industry frauds and warning us that they're not what they seem. And now the tea is spilling faster than we can sip it. Remember back in 2018 when Cat Williams went on Club Shay and basically dragged Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish through the mud? He called them out as frauds, saying their rise to the top was full of manipulation and lies. Cat didn't hold back. He even claimed Kevin Hart was an industry plant, set up by the powers that be to push an agenda in Hollywood. But that's not all. He also hinted that Tiffany was being used and abused by some major Hollywood players, including Kevin himself. It was wild then, and it's even wilder now because the drama hasn't cooled off one bit. When Kevin Hart got wind of Cat Williams' comments, he clapped back hard. He went on The Breakfast Club with Tiffany by his side and tore into Cat.
Williams comes from. You keep pointing at Hollywood. Hollywood this, the white man, this, and this. When do you take responsibility for your actions? And I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna stand up for comedy. Shouts out to Melanie Camacho. Shouts out to Lou Nell. Shouts out to Leslie Jones, who are all underneath the umbrella of the risk. He chose drugs.
Saying that Cat was bitter, washed up, and making excuses for his own failures. He even threw in some drug accusations, saying that Cat's struggles with addiction were the real reason he didn't make it to the top. Classic Hollywood move, right? Label someone as crazy or on drugs when they start spilling the truth. But here's where it gets even messier. Cat wasn't buying Kevin's excuses, and he wasn't done spilling the tea either. During his interview on Club Shay, Cat made it clear that he believes Kevin's success is built on lies. And y'all, he even went as far as to say that Kevin was taking the roles that Cat turned down. Yup, Kevin Hart allegedly took on roles that Cat refused because they were too degrading, including the infamous man in a dress routine that's become a running joke in Hollywood. Cat's been saying for years that there's a ritual in Hollywood where black men are forced to wear dresses for comedy, and Kevin Hart jumped right into that game. Now let's talk about Tiffany Haddish for a second because her drama is next level too. Tiffany's been racking up DUI charges left and right, y'all. In the past few years, she's been arrested for driving under the influence multiple times, and fans are starting to wonder if she's spiraling out of control. And let's not forget that messy lawsuit from last year.
Tiffany Haddish says she's deeply regrets acting in a comedy sketch that's resulted in a child sexual abuse lawsuit against her and comedian Aries Spears,
where she was accused of sexual abuse and child exploitation. The lawsuit was eventually dropped, but not before it did some serious damage to her reputation. And here's the tea that Cat Williams just spilled. He's claiming that Diddy might have had a hand in making that lawsuit disappear. That's right, Cat is out here saying that Tiffany Haddish's connections to Diddy go way deeper than we thought, and that Diddy pulled some strings to get her out of that lawsuit mess. Could it be true? Knowing Diddy's reputation in the industry, it's not too far-fetched. For those who don't know, Tiffany was sued in 2022 by two siblings who accused her of some seriously disturbing stuff. They claimed that Tiffany and comedian Aries Spears involved them in inappropriate acts when they were children, and the whole thing sounded beyond creepy. Tiffany denied the allegations, of course, and the lawsuit was eventually dropped after the siblings mysteriously retracted their claims. But wait, there's more. Earlier this year, another lawsuit was filed against Tiffany, this time by the children's mother, Teresa Morris. She's now suing Tiffany for grooming and soliciting her children for those disturbing skits, and y'all, it's a total mess. Teresa also accused Tiffany of defaming her by claiming that she was just trying to extort money from the actress. The whole thing is back in court, and it's not looking good for Tiffany. Now, let's circle back to Kevin Hart because his role in all this is looking more shady by the day. Cat Williams has been making some wild claims that Kevin isn't just a comedian trying to make it in Hollywood. He's been helping Diddy and other Hollywood big shots by setting up women for their infamous parties. Kat is basically saying that Kevin played a role in pimping out Tiffany Haddish to Diddy, and that's how she got involved in the Hollywood freak-off scene. If that's true, it's a serious accusation. But fans are starting to connect the dots, and the timelines are adding up. Kevin Hart's quick rise to fame, his connections with powerful industry figures, and his involvement with Tiffany's drama all paint a picture that isn't looking too good. Y'all, this situation is a whole mess, and it's only getting worse. Tiffany Haddish, Kevin Hart, and Diddy are all caught up in some seriously shady business, and it's starting to look like there's no way out. Cat Williams has been warning us for years, and now that the receipts are coming in, it's hard to deny that something sketchy is going on behind the scenes. But what do y'all think? Is Cat Williams telling the truth about Tiffany and Kevin, or is he just stirring the pot because of his old beef with them? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's talk about it. And if you want even more tea on the latest Hollywood drama, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because we've got plenty more coming your way.